lecture we will discuss trigonometric ratios of aligned angles. So first of all, what are aligned angles? Two angles are said to be aligned angles if their sum or difference is multiple of pi by 2. For example, aligned angles of theta are minus theta, pi by 2 plus minus theta, and pi plus minus theta. Similarly, we have other aligned angles. Now we move towards the first result, that is for positive theta we prove sine of minus theta is sine theta and cos of minus theta is positive cos of theta. Tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, and also cot of minus theta is minus cot of theta. Secant of minus theta is secant theta. Cosecant of minus theta is minus cosecant of theta. Now to prove these results, we need a diagram. Let this be x-axis, this is positive y and this is negative y, and this be the origin. So we let the terminal axis A and this be the initial axis. This angle is positive theta, and we let a point P here with coordinates x, y, and we draw a perpendicular from here. We name it N, and similarly we have A dash, and this angle is minus theta, and we draw, this will meet it at P dash. So as you see, if this is positive x and y, but here y is negative, the points of P dash are x comma minus y. Okay, now here this angle XOA is theta, and let OP and OP dash both are R. OP is equal to OP dash is equal to R, and this angle XOA dash is minus theta. Now coordinates of P are x and y, that means, so this is x, this is y, and similarly here this is minus y. Now as we see that these two triangles are congruent to each other, those triangles are triangle ONP congruent to triangle ONP dash. Okay, now for the triangle ONP dash, so we write sine of minus theta, because this angle is minus theta. So by the formula, this is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular here? NP dash upon OP dash. So as we see, this is equal to minus y upon R, and as these two angles are similar, what is NP dash? This is same as NP upon, and OP dash is same as OP. And as for this triangle, how much is PN upon ON? So PN upon OP, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is minus sine of theta. Next, cos of minus theta. Cos of minus theta is base upon hypotenuse. Base is on upon op dash, and the values are x upon r, and this further is equal to, as we know, op dash is op, and by this triangle base upon hypotenuse, this is cos of theta. Now tan of minus theta equals, now by this triangle this is perpendicular upon base, this is np dash upon on, and np dash is minus y upon x, and further this y is equal to np upon on, and by this triangle np upon on is perpendicular upon base, this is minus of tan of theta. So we get these three results here. Now taking their reciprocal of tan minus theta is cot of minus theta, and on the right hand side we get minus cot theta. A reciprocal of cos theta is secant theta, so we get secant of minus theta is secant theta. Similarly, reciprocal of sine minus theta is cosecant, so cosecant of minus theta is cosecant theta. So this is how we prove these results. Next result that we will prove is sine of pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta. Cos of pi by 2 minus theta is sin theta. Tan of pi by 2 minus theta is cot theta. Cot of pi by 2 minus theta is tan theta. Secant of pi by 2 minus theta is cosecant theta, and cosecant of pi by 2 minus theta is secant of theta. Now to prove this result, we again have a diagram. This is origin, this is x-axis, and this is y-axis. We let this be the terminal axis which makes angle theta, and we let this is point P, and we draw a perpendicular from here to x-axis and name this N. Now let this terminal axis move to this position. Let this is A dash, this is A. Now here we again have a point P dash, and we draw a perpendicular from here and name it N dash. So now clearly this angle is pi by 2 minus theta. So here as we see that angle XOA is theta, and OP, let this is R, and coordinates of P are X and Y, and OP as R. Now here again the triangles O and P is concurrent to triangle P dash N dash O. So this triangle O and P is concurrent to P dash N dash O, this triangle. So that means here whatever is ON is equal to P dash N dash. What is ON here? This is X. And similarly, whatever is PN is now our ON dash. And that is y. So by this, what are the coordinates of P dash? Now as this is x and this is y, so its coordinates are y and x. So using this formula, so for this triangle O n dash P dash, sine of pi by 2 minus theta equals, so again using the formula, sine theta means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is perpendicular here? Perpendicular is P dash n dash upon OP dash, and this is P dash n dash is x upon r. Now by this triangle, what is P dash n dash? This is ON upon, and OP dash is equal to OP, which is equal to, by this triangle, ON upon OP, base upon hypotenuse, which is cos of theta. Now next, if we write cos of pi by 2 minus theta, this will comes out to be base upon hypotenuse. So base is ON dash upon OP dash, and we already proved ON dash is PN and OP dash is OP. Now you see here PN upon OP, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is sine of theta. Next, tan of pi by 2 minus theta. So by the formula, perpendicular upon base, perpendicular is P dash n dash upon ON dash, and we already have PN dash is ON and ON dash is PN. Now look here, how much is ON? Base upon perpendicular. So this formula, base upon perpendicular, this is for the opposite to tan, that is for cot. So we get cot of theta. So as in previous manners, so we already proved these three, and these three are reciprocal of these. Like here, if we take reciprocal of tan, we get cot pi by 2 minus theta is equal to reciprocal of cot is tan. We will get this. Now taking reciprocal of cos, we will get secant, and on the right hand side, reciprocal of sine is cosecant. Now from first, reciprocal of sine is cosecant, and on the right hand side, reciprocal of cos is secant. So now for any angle, any positive angle theta, we have sine of pi by 2 plus theta equals cos of theta. Cos of pi by 2 plus theta is equal to minus sine of theta. We will see why we have minus sign here. Next, tan of pi by 2 plus theta is minus cot of theta. Cot of pi by 2 plus theta minus tan of theta. Secant of pi by 2 plus theta minus cosecant of theta. Cosecant of pi by 2 plus theta is secant of theta. Now you see, in the previous question, we are getting all the t ratios positive. But here you see some are positive and some are negative. Why so? Because when we have pi by 2 minus theta, we are in the first quadrant. But when we have pi by 2 plus theta, means we have entered into the second quadrant. And you know, in second quadrant, what is positive? Sine and cosecant. And all other t ratios are negative. That's why you see, when we have sine of pi by 2 plus theta, we get plus. But when we have cos of the angle in second quadrant, the value should be minus. So this is the logic. Similarly, sine and cosecant. because sine and cosecant are positive in second quadrant, so we have a positive value for that. This is our x-axis, and let this be the y, and this is origin. Let this be the initial axis, and we have revolved this axis, rotated. Let it will be here A, and this is point P with coordinates x and y. We draw a perpendicular, name this n, and let this angle is theta. Now if we again revolve this line and we are here, now you will see if this angle is theta, then how much is whole of this? Whole of this is pi by 2 plus theta. We name this A dash, and again here we have a point P dash, and we draw perpendicular from here, name this N dash. So this is the diagram for this. Again here about the angles, angle XOA is theta, angle XOA dash is pi by 2 plus theta. And what about OP and OP dash? They both are same, R. This is R, this is R. Now as the triangle ONP is similar to triangle P dash N dash O, P dash N dash O. So the sides ON dash is equal to PN. This ON dash is equal to PN. And what about N dash P dash equals to ON? This N dash P dash is equal to ON. Now you see, as this is x and this is y. Now this x-axis is now this one, but here this is negative and this is positive. So what are the coordinates here? The coordinates are minus y and x. Got it? So we repeat it here. How much is ON dash? ON dash is PN. Y. So this is minus y. This is minus y. And this is plus x. And here this is x and this is y. So again using the formula, we have sine pi by 2 plus theta equals, so this equals, the formula is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, P dash N dash upon OP dash, and we already have what is P dash N dash? ON upon OP. So ON upon OP, ON upon OP, base upon hypotenuse. This is cos of theta. Now cos of pi by 2 plus theta equals base upon hypotenuse. What is the base here? ON dash upon OP dash. And here you see what is ON dash? Minus y upon OP dash is R. And what is y here? This is minus of PN upon OP, which is minus of sine theta. Now tan of pi by 2 plus theta is perpendicular upon base, P dash N dash upon ON dash. What is P dash N dash? X upon minus y, and which comes out to be minus, what is x here? ON upon, and what is y here? PN. And by the formula, base upon perpendicular, you see, base upon perpendicular, this is minus of cot of theta. So we get three formulas. Sin pi by 2 plus theta is cos theta, and this is minus sin theta. Tan pi by 2 plus theta is minus cot theta. Now taking reciprocal of tan, we will get cot pi by 2 plus theta is equal to minus of tan theta. Similarly, taking reciprocal of cos, we will get secant pi by 2 plus theta is equal to minus cosecant. Now taking reciprocal of sine, we will get cosecant, and on the right hand side plus secant theta. So now we will summarize all the formulas. So we proved for only two quadrants, but these formulas we have to prove, or we have to remember for all the quadrants, like minus x, 90 degree minus x, 90 degree plus x, 180 degree minus x, 180 degree plus x. So as you see, this is for the negative of angle, and this is for first quadrant, second quadrant. And what about this? This is again second quadrant, 180 minus x, and here we are entered into third quadrant. Next, 270 minus x, 270 plus x. So we have entered into fourth quadrant. Also 360 minus x. This we remain in fourth quadrant, but when we add 360 plus x, we are again in first quadrant. So this you can easily check by drawing a diagram. So here we are, when we are less than 90, we are here in first. When we are less than 180, we are in second. When we are less than 270, we are in third. And we are less than 360, we are in fourth. Now what are the values of these t ratios? We will check sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. So you have to make your own chart in your notebook or a page to remember these formulas, because they are going to be very useful in further chapters. So as you see, we already proved sine of minus x is minus sin x, cos of minus x is cos x, tan of minus x is, so this, if you know these two, you can easily write tan. Why? Because we know tan is sine divided by cos, and sine divided by cos is minus tan. And now opposite reciprocal of tan is minus cot. Reciprocal of cos is secant x, and reciprocal of sine is minus cosecant x. Now next formula for 90 minus x. How much is sine of 90 minus x? This is cos of x. Why? Because in first quadrant all the t ratios are positive. Cos of 90 minus x, sin x. Tan of 90 minus x is cot x, and cot of 90 minus x is tan x, and secant of 90 minus x is cosecant x, and cosecant of 90 minus x is secant x. Now next, now we are in the second quadrant, 90 plus x. So here sine 90 plus x, see we are starting from sine, and sine is positive in second quadrant, so its value is plus cos. And what about cos of 90 plus x? Cos is negative here, so its value is minus sine. Now if we know these two, we can easily write the others. You see how much is tan 90 plus x? So tan 90 plus x, that means, so you can easily write, if it is visible, tan 90 plus x is sine 90 plus x divided by cos 90 plus x, and this is cos x minus sin x, which is minus of cot x. So we get here minus of cot x, and similarly here we take reciprocal of tan, we get minus of tan x, and reciprocal of cos we get minus of cosecant x, reciprocal of cosecant secant x. Now again for 180 minus x, so now we are in again second quadrant and sign is positive, and sin 180 minus x is sin x, but cos is negative, so we get minus cos x, similarly minus tan x, and here minus cot x minus secant x, and here we have positive cosecant x, and 180 plus x. Now we are in third quadrant, so in third quadrant sine is negative, so we get minus sin x, sine of 180 plus x is minus sin x. What is positive here? Tan, and cos is also negative, so we get minus of cos x, and tan 180 plus x, because tan is positive, so we get plus tan x. Now other three are the reciprocals, tan reciprocal cot x, and cos reciprocal minus secant x, and sin reciprocal minus cosecant x. Now 270 minus x, so here we are again in third quadrant, but now the t ratio changes. Now what it becomes? Sin 270 minus x is minus cos, and cos of 270 minus x is minus sin, and tan of 270 minus x is plus cot. Now their reciprocals, tan reciprocal is cot, and cot 270 minus x is plus tan, and for secant we reciprocal this minus cosecant x, and for cosecant we will reciprocal this minus secant x. 270 plus x, so we are in the fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant what is positive? Cos and secant. So sin 270 plus x is minus cos x, but cos 270 plus x is plus sin x. Similarly about tan, as I already told you, we just divide these two, what we get? Cos x upon sin x minus cot of x. And next, cot of 270 plus x, by taking its reciprocal, tan of x. For secant, this is cosecant x and secant x. Now in the fourth quadrant again, 360 minus x, what is positive? You know, cos and secant. So we get cos positive here and secant positive here, and all other negative. And sine remains sine minus sin x minus tan x minus cot of x and minus cosecant of x. And what about here? You see, where we are now, 360 plus x, we are again in first quadrant. And what happens in first quadrant? All the t ratios are positive. So we get sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x, secant x and cosecant x. So this is the formula which is very important for trigonometry, and we will make use of all these in further questions. Next definition, even odd functions. So even function means a function is said to be even if f of minus x is fx for all x. You can easily understand this, that if we interchange x to minus x, the function, the value remain unaltered. it remains same, then it is called even function. So like here we have learned that cos of minus theta is cos theta, but sine of minus theta is sine theta, and tan of minus theta is, this is minus sine theta, and tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. So here the even functions are cos and secant only, and all others are not even functions. And then what are others? They are odd functions. That is, if f of minus x is minus of fx for all x, they are called odd functions. What are odd functions in trigonometry? Sine, tan, cot, cosecant. And cos and secant are even functions. Okay, next, periodic functions. Periodic function means if we have function f, and if we add x to theta, it is again fx. If we add an angle theta and it is again fx, then the least value of theta is called period and function is called periodic function. So again, try to understand this. For if function is periodic, if after adding some value it remains same, it is called periodic function, and the least value of theta is called period. And here in trigonometry, as you see, sine x plus 2n pi is sine x, cos of x plus 2n pi is cos x. Similarly, secant of x plus 2n pi is secant x, and cosecant x plus 2n pi is cosecant x. So that means all these functions remain unaltered, remain unchanged by adding 2 pi or multiple of 2 pi. So what is the period then? Period is 2 pi for sine, cos, secant and cosecant. And for tan, we have tan x equals tan of x plus minus pi, and also this equals to tan x plus minus 2 pi, and so on. Similarly for cot, cot x is cot of x plus minus pi, cot of x plus minus 2 pi. So for tan and cot, it remain unchanged, either we add pi or 2 pi. So it is also periodic. And what is the period? As we discussed in the definition, the least value. Then the period of tan and cot is pi.